What's going on, Cargo 2? First and foremost, ski! All right, guys. So you've been asking for it. Here's the video. It's going to be your packing list and what you can bring on this mobilization. I put it together. I cleaned it up. It was based off of the original one that I sent out the other night. However, there's a lot of stuff on there that you really don't need. So this is going to be your base guideline. And when I say guideline, I do mean guideline. A packing list is just a guideline of things to bring. It's not the most set in stone document, but what you are going to do is bring the minimum requirements. Everything else you can bring whatever else gear you want to bring. The thing is when you get to Fort Cavazos and you show up with less than the minimum requirement, they're most likely going to make you get it issued. Then you're going to end up with multiple sets of the same gear, and then when it comes time for you to like get out the military, you're going to have like fucking, I don't know, 4 flicks. Say that, for example. Like, you don't need 4 flicks. What if you lose 2 by the time you retire? That means you got to pay for 2 flicks, and that doesn't make any sense. So if you got your flick, guess what? Bring it with you so you don't got to get a flick issued to you when you get to Fort Cavazos. Okay? So you're going to have an A bag, and you're going to have a B bag. Okay? A, B. A, B. Your C and D bags you're going to get at Cavazos. Your C and D bag are going to get put on a boat. You're not going to see that shit for like a month. So that's why you're going to have a pretty packed A bag. Your B bag is really just going to be kind of like your civvy bag almost. If you have not deployed before, you're going to stick to this packing list as close as you possibly can. If you have deployed before, you kind of know what you don't actually need to bring. So we're gonna have an A bag and we're gonna have a B bag. Your A bag's gonna be filled with most of your tactical gear and your uniforms. Your B bag's gonna have like your civvy clothes and APFUs and whatever else you really want to put in that bag. When you're packing your bag, make sure you're going by this checklist and you're just checking off every single time you have an item. Anyways, that's enough of this admin stuff. Let's go pack these bags. All right, so here we are. This is gonna be the first bag that we packed, our A bag. We just gotta go get our shit. And we got a bunch of random gear this time, right? So we're just gonna start at the top of the list, right? We're gonna throw in 2 OCPs, 2 sets of full OCPs in there. All right. 2 full sets of uniforms. So you see I already got the patches on them, so I don't gotta go fighting for them. You'll get this subdued flag right here. You'll get this when we're at Cavazos, so don't worry about it. So I caught it early. I realized that you guys were gonna just see me talk about packing and not actually pack this shit. So I got a little table for it. Also, full disclaimer, if you think that you're gonna get the most optimal packing guide here, that ain't happening. I'm not doing all the ranger rolls. I don't do that, I just make it fit. Next thing up, we're gonna throw in a patrol cap. Now, we're gonna throw in 7 pairs of socks. All right, so now we got 2 sets of OCPs, 7 sets of socks. When we get the combat boots, you can just put them on this left-hand side over here. All right, now we're gonna go get 7 Coyote undershirts. Now we need a belt buckle. So side note, I did roll the undershirts only because they're 7 and they're real. All I did was just roll them up like little tortillas. That was all I did with that. I'm actually gonna put this inside of my boot. Next up, we're gonna throw in 2 sets of APFU summers. We got our summer PTs in. Now we're gonna get our full set of winters, the top, the bottoms, the skull cap that goes with it, and the winter gloves. And again, to save some space, I'm gonna put my skull cap and my winter gloves inside my APFU jacket. Next up, we're gonna grab our PT belt. Next up, our fleece. Now, when it does come to packing all this stuff, like you might want to wear your fleece cap on the flight over. You might want to wear your fleece on the flight over. That is completely fine. Completely fine, all right? Remember, the packing list is a minimum guideline. It's gonna be with you, so you don't necessarily have to just have everything that you want to wear shoved away. Like, take accountability for your gear. We're gonna go grab our wet weather top and bottom. All right, so we got the Parker. Bottoms. Yeah, I mean, if you Ranger roll everything, you're gonna end up with a whole lot more space than I did. And I still got a lot of space. Everything's gonna fit in here. Cold weather silks, the tops and the bottoms. Now you're gonna do your waffle top and your waffle bottoms. If you guys sit there and you Ranger roll everything up, I salute you. I'm not doing it properly. So next up, we're gonna get our ACH and our flick. We got an IFAK, we got our iPro, Ear Pro. We got grenade pouch, flashbang pouch, your magazine pouches. So it says to bring at least 4, right? This has magazine pouches for you. You can bring your three magazine pouch right here, or you can bring these hose. These each house 2 sets of magazines, so this will give you 4 as well. Now we're gonna do the CamelBak. Got our gloves. 2 canteens. I don't got my canteens, so Sergeant Anderson's gonna have to go and either purchase 2 canteens or get it at CIF. I'm gonna do knee pads and elbow pads. Same thing, Sergeant Anderson don't got them. I turned them back in after my last deployment. So everything, as you saw, fits into this one bag. It's not even gonna be a struggle to zip it up. I'll do it right now. Oh, there we go. Everything was kind of laid out. Easy zip up, didn't struggle. Super doable, guys. Yep, so that's A bag down. Now we're gonna go ahead and move over to the B bag.
Staff Sergeant Anderson, what if I don't want to bring my green duffel bag? What if I bring my own personal bag? Can I do that?
Yes, you can. You can bring your own personal bags. The only thing is that you actually have to measure it. It has to be within 18 by 18 by 36. Anything outside of those measurements, you run the risk of it becoming an oversized bag and not being able to ship. And then you'll have to go to the PX and buy a whole another bag. Waste of money. So if you got the green bags, save yourself heart and space. Just bring it. If not, you want to bring your own bag, just make sure it's within those dimensions. So now we're on to the B bag. First thing we're gonna do is gonna put an entire set of OCPs in there. I see I don't got on there the Coyote t-shirt, but we're gonna go ahead and add that to the list. I'll put it up here as well for you guys to see. So I have on here civilian outfits, right? I put 2 shirts, 2 pants, or shorts, however you guys want to do it. I'm not going to go ahead and put that in this bag. I'm doing that all last minute. I'm still wearing my clothes. I don't know exactly which ones I want to bring and commit to. And you're gonna actually end up with a lot more civilian clothes than you think. You're gonna end up making a lot of purchases. So you might as well pack the additional, go 3 or 4 shirts, just 2 pairs of pants or shorts, however, which way you guys want to do it. Just bring civilian clothes with you. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in PT shoes again. I'm not trying to go over there with 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. I'm gonna throw that in at the last minute. I'm still wearing my running shoes. Shower shoes. Your chunkless. I've searched high and low and I cannot find my sandals or my slides. That's fine. I'll just go buy a new pair. So moving along. Hygiene bag. Put in a towel. All right, we're gonna do 7 undergarments. Females, you already know your products. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you guys me loading up my damn underwear. All right, we're gonna have our barracks bag. The other styled one actually has a little bit more room than this. This is a little bit bigger, but this one's more compact. So, wet weather bag, sleeping bag. You're not gonna need the entire kit, right? You got one that's for extreme cold weather, and then you got just your regular one. One's a little bit more thicker than the other. A pillow, I'll throw one in last minute. And twin bed sheets. Typically, you're gonna be sleeping on like a twin bed or some form of twin something. There's no better companion than your poncho liner, your whoopee. That completes the minimum requirement set forth for you guys. There's so much room still in this bag, right? For civilian clothes, some additional gear that I'm going to be bringing along. For example, all right, I got my boonie cap. I'm going to bring at least like 6 sets of gym clothes, and that'll all fit in here. I'm bringing my combat shirts. You'll get these issued out when you get to Cavazos. Combat pants. So this right here, it's a tourniquet. You'll get this issued when you get up there as well. Salt pack are my baklava and my transmitter. Right. Still a ton of room in this bag. In this bag, still a ton of room to pack more clothes, gear, whatever else I want to bring. So that completes the packing portion of this. So do you have to pack your bag just like I did? A bag with all that shit in it and B bag with this stuff in it. Do you have to? No. But what I do need you to do is to bring that packing list as close to it as you possibly can. If you end up in a situation where you have extra gear, don't worry about it. You'll be able to store all your extra gear at LZ Phantom at Cavazos. It'll stay there. It'll be locked up. No one will have access to it. Mr. Benoit is in charge of the container yard there. No one is going to have access to it. It'll be locked up for the entire year you're gone. So it'll be secured. You don't have to worry about it. And you don't have to pay to ship your bag home. If you want to pay to ship your bag home, you can do so. I believe it costs probably about like $60. So that's going to be the video, guys. Hope you guys retain some information from this. Hope you guys packed how you're supposed to. See you guys in a few days.